Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Brandon with Certified Best Welding Solutions, and well, you may know me from Matt's videos or follow me from Instagram. And so today we're going to be working on the start of a small shed for a ranch, and it's around a 5 foot by 6.5 foot shed, 8 feet in the front on the top, and then in the back it's going to be around 7. I'll throw up a 3D rendering of it right now. So basically it's going to have sheet metal all the way around it, or corrugated tin I should say. It'll be all galvalume with some trim, and the whole inside will actually be all plywooded out. So this is kind of the general rendering that I have drawn up in a Google SketchUp, as you can see. You know, not to say that it's going to stay exactly like this, but for the most part that's how it's going to look. So we're going to be using the clutch bandsaw. It's not my favorite, but that's what we're going to be using today to cut up all this 2x2 14 gauge. You know, come along. This is going to be probably a 2-part series. I'm going to be working about half of the day today on cutting up the material, and then I'll start back up on Monday. It's a Sunday right now, and you can come along for the build process and see if you like the channel. Alright, so I thought wrong. I actually don't have any 45 cuts right now at all. I do have some custom angle cuts that do have to be cut later on, but as right now, since I'm going to have to change it anyways, might as well just put it 90 and then start cranking out all those parts, so then maybe once I do get the other ones, they'll be a little bit more manageable to cut. So now I'm going to change the guide back to 90 degrees and we'll get going. Alright, so our first measurement is going to be 4'8" and at 90 degrees. So I'm going to get the head down and measure it out. On these, I actually don't use soapstone or any kind of writing utensil to mark it out. I use a square. I just put my tape measure up to the side of the blade, whichever side I want is my good side, and measure it like that. It's a lot more accurate. I ran out of cutting fluid on that last cut. Now I gotta get some more in there. Plug it. Take out the filter. Filters all the nasty chips and everything out of it. Put it up there. There's still some in there, but it's not enough for the pump to keep sucking. So, if anybody's wondering, this is the chemical solution I use for the cutting fluid. It's a Master Fluid Solutions. You can get it on Amazon. There's different types. I guess if you want to find it, this is what mine looks like if you want to pause it. Oh, sorry. There it is. Trim SC520. This is what I use. Alright, this should be the last jug. Should hold us off for now. Looks like it's mixed up pretty well. It's gonna be good enough. Cord out of the way. Now I've got to put this back in there. Alright, so getting ready to start deburring all the parts. This is just the stack of short ones, but I wanted to quickly talk about what I use. You know, for the longest time, and I still do a lot, is I used to use a flat disc, a DeWalt flat disc with a Milwaukee fuel angle grinder, or a DeWalt corded. But here recently, I I started using this because I liked it a lot more. Application depending, because this is a 36 pad die grinder, right angle. I got my Flexzilla, kind of like a whip bleed, a little bit more flexible, pivoting joint here at the end. So I'll kind of show both, but yeah, I just thought I'd throw that in there. Alright, got the welding table cleaned off for the most part, and we're going to get ready to start assembling kind of the main structure pieces. Just going to have them all nice and permanently tacked up, so that way I can put all the puzzles together in a way. So I need to start. I'm going to be making the sides, so the side that has the pitch of the roof basically. And so I'll need one of our pieces that is our doubled angle. I'm going to need a short piece that's angled, and we need long, which I think the long can stay out of the way for a second, but we will need this. Alright, so I got my Stabila angle finder once again set at the correct degree that we need for this. Even though, you know, these are cut at the right angle, we're not just going to match them up to where they look good. I'm going to put the angle finder on there, make sure it's all good. You know, if we are left with a little bit of a gap because some kind of minor cutting error, it's no big deal. I'm using a Miller today because it works better on this thinner gauge stuff than the Lincoln. In my past experience, it just Miller likes thin stuff. So I'm gonna clean up my nozzle and gun and then get started. like that little welding montage there. That's the end for part one. You know, kind of the general structure being built and the welding process. Part two will be putting all the siding on and then the plywood on the inside along with the door. So possibly installing, or that might be part three. I don't think it'll go out that far. Maybe I'll just put all that into part two. So let me know what you thought of the first ever YouTube video for me, or actual video, first time. So let me know how bad it sucked. But anyways, that's it for today. Catch you back next time.